Welcome back to Wagertalk.com. We're going to close out the opening week of college football. Monday night action. We've got Tennessee and Georgia Tech, and this is brought to you by $2 Tuesday. Each and every Tuesday at Wagertalk, you can get one best bet from the capper we pick. Get his best bet for just $2. I'll have more about that at the end of the video. Guys, we got a great one for Monday night. Tennessee, Georgia Tech. This will be not the opener in this new stadium. There's a game being played Saturday that might have a few more people interested. But being the only game on Monday night, there will be attention on this one, and it's a good one. Tennessee and Georgia Tech. This is going to be your best bet, Brian. I'm going to go to you first, Ralph. You've got Tennessee. They got to replace their quarterback. He is now on the roster of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Joshua Dobbs. You got Georgia Tech. We know what they like to do. They're going to run the option. Are you a guy that in these early season games, you look at that option attack and say it's not as big of an advantage playing the first game of the season because you got time to prepare for it when you normally don't face it, as opposed to playing it in season with 1 week to prepare?
Marco, that's a very insightful statement by you. That's exactly true. You have the whole time to prep. You're not worrying about other teams. And also, on the flip side, the option takes a while to get accustomed to it. The offensive line needs time. The quarterback and the pitches need timing. You know, that's one of my favorite things. I look at Navy. I look to fade them early in the year, the first 4 or 5 games, and I play on them. And you go back historically, they make great runs. Last year, Georgia Tech averaged 5.4 yards per carry their first 5 games, and that was with non-conference play. Then the last 8 games of the regular season, they averaged 7.3 yards per carry. So if you want to face an option, if you're Tennessee, you want to do it early in the year and not after having to worry about other teams. And if you want to face an option, you want to do it before they get their before they're running downhill, as they say down in Georgia. By the way, Georgia Tech's campus, 1.5 miles from the new downtown Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
You saying there's going to be a little bit of a bias there?
We'll have a little bit.
Brian, this is your best bet. Interesting game. How are you looking at it?
Well, I think Tennessee is going to travel pretty well to this area here. You get an SEC team, so they're going to be well represented there. But you talked about a lot of my main points, and you know they lose Joshua Dobbs, they lose 7 of their top 9 skill position players. But Tennessee's done some pretty good jobs the last few years on recruiting, and they've got better recruiting classes than they've had in a while. So they've got talent to back it up. Georgia Tech, the last 5 years, normally they play an FCS school to start the season. Out of the last 5 years, they played 2 FBS teams. In those games, they only averaged 17 points a game. And you go back on the full season for those 2 years, they averaged 33.6 and 28.2. So you can see, as Ralph pointed out, as the season goes on, they build up their offense and they play very well in those games. They're a slow starting team in that regard, and the extra time to prepare for Tennessee is definitely going to be a big advantage here. I think Tennessee is a better team. Actually, I like both of these teams this year. I think there's going to be value on both these teams. But at this point, I think Tennessee is going to win this game, and I like Tennessee in this game.
I can't disagree with you at all on this one. And I can say that from the last 2 seasons betting Tennessee, they've been one of the most frustrating teams to me. Butch Jones, he gets a lead. He is just way too conservative. But we're laying a small number here, so you don't have to. Basically, 3, we're thinking we just got to win the game and we'll cash the ticket. So I'm with you on this one, and let's see what they do replacing Joshua Dobbs. They do have a lot of people back on offense outside of Joshua Dobbs, so we'll see how they do. That is Brian's best bet. Take Tennessee -3. And guys, as I teased at the beginning of the video, you know about it each and every Tuesday. It's $2 Tuesday. It's a great way to introduce yourself to Wagertalk if you've never purchased a pick before, or introduce yourself to a new capper. We always try to take one of our hottest cappers, put them on the $2 Tuesday, and give away his best bet for $2. That's crazy. Give away the hottest guy for $2, but that's what we do at Wagertalk. Check it out each and every Tuesday at Wagertalk.com. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy Labor Day. We'll be back next week. Full slate, college and pro videos. The NFL kicks it off for real. And don't forget, you've got, real quick, Ralph, you've got a package, or not a package, but a new guide coming out next week. It'll start for the college football.
Next week, stay tuned. Gridiron guide coming out. It's going to have the logs for the teams, quarter by quarter scoring, ATS and over-under logs, averages, Sunday and Monday, make sure you're going to Wagertalk.com and check out the Gridiron Guide.
All right, good stuff. I almost forgot about that. Got that in under the wire. We'll be back next week, guys. Happy Labor Day.